Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today we are going to learn how to divide decimal numbers by whole numbers. How you'll be able to divide decimal numbers by a whole number. So let's look at few examples. We have a first example on the board. If you are given 86.45 and you're asked to divide this decimal number by a whole number 7, how do you go about it? Okay, that's what you are looking at. So as usual, we are going to use the long division method to solve this. So let's draw the long division table. We have this, we have this. The one being divided, okay, will be in the box. So 86.45 will be here. And then the one dividing this one will be at this side. Okay. Now let's go on. How many times can 7 go into 8? 7 can go into 8 one time. Okay, so you then use this one at the top here to multiply the 7. So 1 times 7 will give you 7. You subtract this. When you take 7 from 8, you'll be left with 1. Then you repeat the other one here. Then you bring point 45 at this. Okay, now you ask yourself, can 7 go into this one? It is not possible. So we are going to use the 2. Can 7 go into 16? Yes. How many times? 2 times. So you have the 2 here. 2, then use the 2 at the top here to multiply the 7. The 2 times 7 will give you 14. So you write the 14 under this one. So you subtract 14 from 16. You'll be left with 2. Then bring your point 4, 5. Is that so? So now you ask yourself again, can 7 go into 2? No, it is not possible. So you're going to bring a decimal point at the top there. So after you bring the decimal point, it means you can now remove the point from the remainder here. So we are moving it to the other side. You can move it to the other side, or you can just choose to ignore it. Okay, so we are now having 245 here. Can 7 go into 2? It is not possible. So we are going to use the 2, which is what? We are going to use the 24. Can 7 go into 24? Yes. How many times can 7 go into 24 when you are using the 2? 7 can go into 24 3 times. So you write your 3 here. 3 times 7 will give you 21. So you subtract 21 from 24, you'll be left with 33. Then you bring the 5 down here. Can 7 go into 3? No. How about 35? Yes, 7 can go into 35. How many times? 5 times. So you have your 5 here. 5 times your 7 here will give you 35. So you also have another 35 added down. You subtract 35 from 35, you have nothing. So therefore, your answer is 12.35. Okay. So when you divide 86.45 by 7, you will be having 12.35. Okay, so I believe you understand this one. When you divide 86.45 by 7, your answer will be 12.35. Okay, let's move on with another example. All right, so the second example we have on the board is 45.85 divided by 5. You can pause the video, use the method or the procedure that we used to solve the earlier one to solve this one. Okay, we are solving together. And as I said, we are going to use the long division method. So I'm going to draw the table and you know where your dividend is going to be and your divisor is going to be. So I'll have my 45.85 in the box here. Then I'll bring my 5 outside. Okay, so let's move on. First question, can 5 go into 4? No, it is not possible. So we are going to use the 2, which is what? 45. Can 5 go into 45? Yes, 5 can go into 45. How many times? 9 times. So 9 times 5 will give us what? 45. You subtract. So you subtract 45 from 45, you'll be left with nothing here. But you have point 85 at the other side. Okay. Now, since 5 is bigger than 85 in terms of their position, this is a whole number and this is fractional number or decimal place. What we are going to do is that we bring a point to the 9 and shift the decimal point to the end here. So we now have 85. We take it one after the other. We deal with the 8 first. Can 5 go into 8? Yes. How many times? One time. 1 times 5 will give us 5. So you write your 5 under here. Then you subtract. 5 from 8 will give you what? 3. Then you repeat your other 5 with the other digit. Now, can 5 go into 3? No. How about 35? Yes. How many times will 5 go into 35? 5 can go into 35 7 times. So 7 times 5 will give you 35. When you subtract this from this, you have nothing. Therefore, your answer is 9.17. Okay, so 45.85 divided by 5 will give us 9.17. Thank you so much. We are solving the last one. All right, so we are solving the last one. We are having 2.185 divided by 4. 2.185 divided by 4. How do we go about it? The same method, the same procedure. So we are going to use the long division method. I'll draw my table as this, and I'll put my 2.185 inside, and I'll put the 4 outside. So first thing first, we are going to deal with the number at the whole number column. Now, after you have this, can 4 go into 2? No, 4 cannot go into 2. So what do? You write 0 point. Okay, now we can move the points here to the latter part here, so that we have all of them as if they were whole numbers. Okay, now since 4 cannot go into 2, we are going to add the next digit to this one. So we are going to deal with the 21. Can 4 go into 21? Yes. How many times can 4 go into 21? 5 times. So 5 times this 4 will give you 20. So you subtract 20 from 21. Mind you, we are only dealing with these two digits first. Okay, we take the first digit. When you are done with it, you add another one. That's how you go about long division. Okay, when you subtract 20 from 21, you'll be having 1 here. Then you repeat the rest of the digits. So you have 8, 5 at the side here. Let's take the first digit again. Can 4 go into 1? No, 4 cannot go into 1. So what do? We are going to use the 2 digits here. Can 4 go into 18? Yes. How many times? 4 times. So you have your 4 here. 4 times 4 will give us what? 16. So you write your 16 here and you subtract. So when you subtract 16 from 18, what would you have? You will have 2 here. Okay, then you repeat the last digit, which is 5. Now we're going to use the same thing again. Can 4 go into the first digit, which is 2? No. So you're going to attach the 5 to the 2. Can 4 go into 25 now? Yes. How many times can 4 go into 25? So you have your 6 here. 6 times 4 will give us what? 24. Then you subtract this from this. When you subtract 24 from 25, you'll be left with 1. Okay. When you subtract 24 from 25, you will left with 1. Can 4 go into 1? No. So what do? At this stage, we can add 0. You can decide to add it in the question if you so wish. Okay. For me, I will not add. But if you choose to, you are still not at fault. So can 4 go into 10 now? Yes. How many times? 2 times. 2 times 4 will give us what? 8. When you subtract 8 from 10, you will be left with what? 2. Can 4 go into 2? No. So we do the same thing. Add 0. Okay. Can 4 go into 20 now? Yes. How many times? 5 times. So 5 times 4 will give us 20. Now you subtract 20 from 20, you have nothing. Therefore, your final answer is 0.54625. Okay, so 2.185 divided by 4 will give us 0.54625. Thank you so much for being part of today's episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly subscribe, like it, and share the link to your colleagues to also join us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye.